How it had gone to the roof. How has it crossed the security door? What are the abnormalities in elevator CCTV images? Can the texts you write on your personal blog reveal the secret? Why has the forensic report changed after a few days? A scene from 2005 film. How can it be so close to the real? Is the dark past of this hotel involved in this? We are with you today with the unresolved case Elisa Lam. The first days of February 2013 had arrived, but something strange was happening at the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles in the late evening hours. A customer named Elisa Lam was supposed to check out of the hotel that day, but no one knew about her, and she had not informed about the extension of her stay. After repeated calls to her and checking the room, the hotel manager reported the matter to the police. Los Angeles police initially decided to wait a few days for the matter to be clarified. But by not changing the situation and also consistency Elisa's family from the hotel, they reported that Elisa was missing on February 6th.
Now been found. Elisa Lam disappeared 3 weeks ago.
Yesterday, her body was found inside a water tank on top of the hotel where she had
visitors. Someone complained about low water pressure. Someone had previously complained about flooding on the 4th floor of the hotel.
When the police started their investigation at the hotel, in the pictures of the hotel's security cameras he came across strange and mysterious images. In order to shed more light on the matter, the police began investigating the first clue, this 4-minute video of her in the elevator. The images were absolutely shocking. Because after she entered the elevator the door wouldn't close, and Elisa acts like she's running from something or someone. The police examined the video but could not find any meaning or clues other than some abnormal behavior. There were also insufficient cameras in the hotel and most of them were off or broken. Police then began interrogating hotel staff, but again it didn't come up with any suspicious cases or clues. The only thing they had, there was nothing but images of Elisa in the elevator. Elisa is still missing and no one knows where she is now. On February 15th, pictures of the elevator were posted on the internet by a police officer. In just a few days this video has been viewed millions of times on social networks. And many articles and writings about it began to be published. These images were strange and frightening to many and shocking and terrifying to others. Someone from his room complained about the hotel reception. The customers of this room complained about the bad taste and its opaque color. There were more complaints about water in a few hours. Following this protest, one of the hotel's service staff went to the hotel's roof to check the water tank. But the scene he encounters shocks him, because the lifeless body of a woman is floating in the tank. After the presence of police and firefighters, the identity of Elisa Lam was confirmed by transferring the body to forensic medicine. But what really happened to her? Did he personally go to the roof and enter the water tank, or did someone kill her and throw it in the source to hide the body? Everything was to be revealed with a forensic report. Approximately 5 months later, on June 19th, the forensic report was published. The official date of this report is June 15th. But 3 days later, on June 18th, the cause of death in this report was edited to be undetermined and unconfirmed. How the suspected death of Elisa Lam 8 years after the event is still clearly not clear, but perhaps some details have been hidden from everyone's eyes. Now, once again with you, We will follow these clues, and we will try to find any details not mentioned, because there are still a lot of points left in this case. First of all, there is one thing we need to know. There are 2 elevators on each floor of the hotel. Elisa presses the elevator button and waits. While waiting for the elevator on right to arrive, he noticed the elevator on the left and went inside. In fact, the mystery of the story begins precisely from this moment. Because as soon as she enters the elevator, instead of pressing the button on one of the floors, she presses several buttons at the same time and waits for the elevator to move. This image is of hotel elevator buttons. After entering the elevator, Elisa presses the buttons on the center column in order from top to bottom. If you look closely, you'll notice that when you press the top button, it turns on and off quickly. This image shows that Elisa was on the 14th floor at that moment. But why, when she can just press the key to a floor and go there, she presses the button for several more floors? After waiting a few moments, the elevator strangely stops moving. And Elisa, noticing this, quickly checks the hallway. Elisa sticks her head out and looks strangely to the right. But naturally, if someone presses the elevator button again from the outset, and this is the reason the elevator does not move, it should be on her left, not her right. Next, Elisa leans against the wall of the cabin and slowly checks the corridor. The worry is clearly visible on her face. Or hears a sound from outside. Or is she trying to hide from someone? After that, perhaps upon hearing a sound, she goes to the corner of the elevator car so that she cannot be seen. Again, when the elevator does not move, it cautiously gets out of it and controls the corridor. At this moment, he suddenly jumps into the corridor and tries to get his attention if anyone is there. After checking several times, the corridor returns to the elevator as if it has been relaxed. Upon entering the cabin, Elisa strangely presses the buttons she has pressed again. Probably in this situation, he thought that by pressing the buttons again, he could disable them and cause the elevator to move. But when it comes out of the elevator again, it does a strange move that no one has ever been able to explain. He seems to be talking to someone, but his mood and shaking hands and opening and closing them look very strange. Next, Elisa turns to the left and exits the camera frame. But a scene from this picture was very strange, and raised question in the human mind. While everyone thought Elisa was running away from something or from someone, as a result of these images and movements, it was claimed that he suffered from bipolar disorders. But by re-examining the photos of the elevator, another point caught our attention. The timer of the CCTV images was deformed abnormally, but by manipulating the camera images, these numbers become legible and understandable. It was 12:22 a.m. But when we added a timer to the image, a strange thing was revealed. In a way that the camera clock was not synchronized with our timer. It's unclear why, but the original video has slowed down for some reason. When we return the video to normal, as you can see, Elisa's movements also look natural. Another suspicious point was revealed by examining the images. When Elisa gets out of the elevator for the last time, the timer jumps forward 55 seconds from 2:24 and shows the 25th minute. After all this, the elevator door closes and it goes to all the floors that Elisa had pressed the button for in order. but the explanations given in this regard clarified the issue of cropping the images. Los Angeles Police Department spokesperson. After public pressure regarding the reasons for the removal of these images, he explains in a press conference that 2 other people were present in the video, and after proving their innocence and lack of connection to the matter, their images were removed by court order. But questions persisted, and some believed the police were trying to hide something in the Elisa Lam murder case. Was this hotel's dark past involved in the suspicious death of Elisa Lam? Could the theories that Elisa's spirit was possessed in the game called the elevator game and forced her commit suicide be true? Are the strange similarities between Elisa's death and movie called Dark Water a coincidence? In the second part we will examine all these theories and answer them.